And welcome back to Adara's Altar. In this video, I just want to talk about how I have been nurturing and caring for my femininity as a woman of God. I have been talking about biblical womanhood more, and one of the aspects of biblical womanhood in 1 Peter 3 is what verse 4 calls a gentle and quiet spirit. And so focusing on nurturing and cultivating femininity as a woman of God has looked like me making sure that I'm staying in environments where I'm able to rest and enjoy life and just walk at a pace and live at a pace that respects my hormone profile, you know, my cycle, the fact that I am a woman who thrives on healthy levels of estrogen, also oxytocin. And so one of the ways that I found very effective to do so has been to surround myself, to go places where there's a lot of nature. And this has included visiting garden shops and garden centers. I am currently in a beautiful greenhouse, and look at that. The selection here is so gorgeous. And about an hour or so, maybe a little less than that, away from my home, there is a lavender farm. And so being able to spend time in nature, but especially around flowers, is a way that I have biblically reminded myself of the beauty of biblical womanhood, because flowers are praised in Song of Songs, in the book of Song of Songs, which celebrates the romance and love story of King Solomon and the Shulamite bride, who was a woman who was very feminine biblically. There's a verse specifically that talks about flowers appearing on the earth and the season of singing having arrived. And so yes, smelling the flowers, being in the presence of nature has been a huge way that when I have felt overwhelmed and when I felt disconnected from myself, part of coming back to myself and, you know, sensing better where God is and feeling closer to God has been with reconnecting with my sense, with femininity, with all things feminine, and being in the presence of flowers and nature, and, you know, entertaining what my mom calls her green thumb has been a big part of that. So I haven't passed by it so far, but one of my favorite flowers is Buddleia, is what my mom called Buddleia. And my Grandma Carmen, who I shared, had a beautiful garden in her old house that was just sold. Grandma Carmen had a butterfly bush. Buddleia is butterfly bush, and I believe she and my mom helped cultivate out the old house, though I'm not 100% sure. My mom told me that they did. And so Buddleia is one of the best smelling flowers I've ever smelled my entire life. And when we had the bush at the old house, I'm pretty sure it attracted all sorts of butterflies and hummingbirds. But yeah, I just love this atmosphere. I love how peaceful it is. I just love how my body, spirit, and mind just instantly relax in the presence of nature. And so meditating on scriptures that talk about flowers, because it's written in the Bible that God dresses the flowers himself. It's a beautiful part of God's creation, has been a way that I've reminded myself to come back to Christ on my biblical womanhood journey, because all this stuff, this is the handiwork of God. Humans didn't create their beauty. It's God who did that. So yeah.